So let's talk about the AERO Pro Match and Power Kits, and I tell you what, they are phenomenal. Extra strong, yet remain stiff, even at fishing those longer distances. Let's talk about the Match Kit first of all. Across the board, every top kit that you buy is PTFE bush. Now with the Match Kits, the internal diameter is 4.4 mil. And this marries perfectly with all grades of elastic, right from your roach elastic, let's say your number 3s and your number 4s, right up to your 12, which is what this is rated up to, a 12 elastic. Few key features, we've got the reinforcement at the bottom here, especially on this section. This is a section that's going to get broken down the most, catching lots of fish, whether you're silverfish fishing, on natural waters or commercials. This is the area that's going to get that abuse. So that reinforcement's really going to protect the section and create longevity for it as well. It also looks extra cool. Further up, we've got the 40mm wrap system. This is perfect for you as a customer to drill a hole and put whatever puller bush system you want in it. Further up, we've got the reinforcement on the joint here again. This really does protect that elastic as you fold it up and put it away. Stops the elastic cutting into that carbon. And then at the end, we've also done measurements. So every foot, you've got a marker telling you roughly what depth you're at. So when you're making up a multitude of rigs, you can mark up and measure up the depths of your rigs instantly. And it also just gives you a good idea of what depth you actually want to be fishing on the day, dictated by what fish you're fishing for and what depths they're at. So that's the Match Kit. Now also with the Power Kit, and trust me, when we say power, it is power, but yet it's got that stiffness. So even if you're using this particular Power Kit at 16 meters, it's amazing how stiff the pole remains, and that's simply because of the high grade carbon that we've used. Yet at the same time, like I've just advocated, it's so strong. All the same cosmetics and all the same additions as the AERO Pro Match, but at the top, the only difference is we've created a bore of 5mm instead of 4.4, and that is to compensate for, of course, bigger elastics. Now, what you've got to remember, with your Power top kits, this is for catching bigger fish. You know, it's your margin top kit, or fishing up to features, snaggy pegs, where you really want to get them fish away from snags. And of course, that blends with what elastic you're going to be using. Thicker lines, bigger hooks, bigger baits. Hopefully land the fish quicker by using a lovely thick elastic. And as you can see, by using that bigger bore, it really does react quick, that elastic, but creates that smoothness as well. So you're not going to bump as many fish, but you're going to land them a lot quicker as well. The Power is graded up to an 18 elastic, so that's perfect for nearly all your fishing. So they are your Match and Power Kits from AERO Pro. Well, let's talk about the AERO Pro Shallow Match and the AERO Pro Shallow Power. Now, these are brilliant. Of course, fishing with grey top kits has become so popular over recent years, and I believe it does make a difference. Personal opinion, but I really do believe it makes a difference, and this is why we have to incorporate it. So exactly the same as the Pros, as regards to the standard top kits, but the grey, that allows you as an angler when you're shallow fishing to sit there with confidence, knowing you've got less chance of spooking those fish. So there we have it, AERO Pro Shallow Power and AERO Pro Shallow Match. So let's talk about the next top kits in the range that are available within the concept, which is the AERO Pro F1 and the AERO Pro Shallow F1. As we all know, short top kits make a huge difference when you're targeting F1s, skimmers, small carp, less elastic in the pole, therefore you can land your fish a whole lot easier. It makes the process of hooking a fish, landing a fish more efficient, and in the end, you're going to end up with hopefully more fish in your net. That is what this is all about. And of course, we've got all the key aspects as with all the rest of the top kits, and we had to bring out a shallow version. Grey. You know, I'm a big believer. Whether it makes a difference or not, I'm not quite sure, but in my head, I think it does. So a grey top kit, when you're shallow fishing, less shadow, spook less fish, catch more fish. So there we have it, two choices of short one-piece F1 kits. So let me talk to you about the next top kits in the range, and not forgetting they all interchange regardless of the pole that you've got within the AERO concept, which is the AERO Super Match and the AERO Super Power. Now what I love about these are the next level down, but the interesting thing is I cannot believe how strong they are. Slightly lower grade carbon, but still unbelievably stiff and responsive. But what I love about them, like I said, is the strength. The AERO Super Power is rated up to a 20 elastic, not an 18. So it's amazing how much power and what grade elastic you can actually use with this particular top kit. I've used them testing, fishing for big fish down the margins and up to snags, and it's unbelievable how much strength they've got. So that is definitely the top kit to use for all your big fish venues where you're targeting those massive edge fish. Yet at the same time, the AERO Super Match is perfect right up to your 12 elastic. And although it's the next grade down from the Pro, it's unbelievable how stiff these top kits are. So it will not hinder the performance of your pole, even at the longest lengths of 16 meters. So you literally got two top kits there at a really, really affordable price to cover all your fishing.